Hey guys, so I'm just gonna be talking through some of the visual exercises that we've gone through throughout the course of auditions and the like one rehearsal we've had, just to get people caught up on stuff that they may have missed, especially people that just came last camp or last rehearsal, because we didn't do a visual block. I'm gonna go over some of the visual exercises. I'm going to be going over stop sign drill, box drill or infinity box, compass, the compass exercise, which is like a turning exercise. I'll go over it in a bit, and asterisk drill. And then the other thing that we do is the Shofukan body, but there's a video of Jacob doing it, so you can watch that video and ask questions about it on your respective section pages. So yeah, I'll just go for it. So stop sign drill, just think of a stop sign. So you have 8 sides of a stop sign. So if you're starting from a certain point, you're gonna be going forward 8 counts. This is all in 8 counts. So forward 8 counts, and then you're gonna go to your right forward oblique, which is like a 45. It is a 45. So that's 8 counts. So 8 forward right oblique, and then 8 straight to your right. And I realize this is probably like mirror image, so just like if you're watching this at home and haven't done this, just kind of work it out on your own. So just follow the directions that I'm orally saying. So forward 8, forward right oblique 8, then 8 to directly to the right, and then 8 back right oblique. So if you kind of you're making a stop sign basically. So 8 back right oblique, then 8 directly back, 8 back left oblique, 8 to the left, and 8 forward left oblique. And you'll stop there, or we might do it like continuously, like when we did it with like an 8 cycle and we went through it like 3 times. But if we're just doing like 1 round of the stop sign, it'll just stop after the 8 forward left oblique. We will not take the forward direction a second time, to my understanding. I think that's pretty much it with that exercise. When we did it, we put it with like an 8 cycle with some different accent and dynamic patterns that you can ask your respective section leaders about. So that's pretty much it for that one. So the next thing would be asterisk drill. Also pretty straightforward. It's an asterisk sign, so it has however many sides. I don't know. It's that star thing on your computer. Sorry. Anyways, so same concept with the stop sign. It's 8 for each move. So you'll start in the middle of the asterisk. You'll take 8 forward, 8 back. That's completing the first line, and you follow respectively. So 8, and we'll go clockwise. So 8 forward, 8 back, 8 forward, right oblique, 8 back that way, 8 straight to the right, 8 back that way, 8 back left or back right oblique, back to the middle, 8 back to the middle, 8 back left oblique, back to the middle, 8 to the left, back to the middle, 8 forward left oblique, back to the middle. And then for this exercise, we do take the forward direction again at the end. So you'll just do 8 forward and 8 to the back. That's pretty much it for asterisk still. So I'll move on. Another basic exercise. These are all pretty conceptually simple. So yeah. There is box drill, or infinity box if we keep doing it over and over again. So there's box A and B, or box 1 and 2. You're gonna start at a point just like in the back, or like whatever in the center. And you're gonna go forward 8, and then first we're gonna go straight to the left, and then straight back and then straight to the right. So you just completed one box. And then if we're just taking the one box, we'll also take the forward one more time. So we'll finish ahead of where we started, if that makes sense. 8 steps ahead of where we started. So forward, left, back, right, forward. Okay. And then box 2 would be also starting from that point. If we were continuous, we would keep going to the right. But if we're just taking box 2, we would just start at that point and go. So you would go forward to the right, 8, back 8, to the left 8, forward again. So if you were doing the continuous box, it would just be forward 8, left 8, back 8, right 8, forward 8, right 8, back 8, left 8, forward 8, and stop. So that's pretty much it, and that could be continuous, just like any other visual exercise. So those are the 3 pretty basic ones: stop sign, asterisk drill, and box drill. And then there's also a compass exercise, which is slightly more complicated turning exercise. So I'm gonna get up to show y'all. So you start basically facing forward, and you can think of a compass. So you have north, east, west, and south. And basically how I like to think of the exercise, and Trey explains it in different ways, but you're always start off facing north, and you're gonna turn to your left or counterclockwise, if you like to think about that, and you're always going to end up facing, so if I'm facing north now, I'll turn to face east, and I always like to think of restarting from the north. It's always going to be a 270-degree turn. So if I'm starting here and this is north, I would turn again to face back here, and this is now my east. So kind of like that, just continuous 270-degree turns. The count is pretty straightforward. We'll like mark time, or we usually mark time before, and it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna like prep, just kind of be prepared to turn. You might have to like place your foot. And 6, we're gonna turn on 7, 8, and then lock on 1. And then you would just kind of continuously mark time throughout the exercise and finish the whole compass until you're facing the original north. And that's just standing still. So if I were just to do something compass, I would start here and I would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. And then I would continue that pattern until I face back to the original north. So that's kind of a weird one to get used to. So if you missed like earlier camps that we were doing that exercise, I would practice that a little bit. We can also do that exercise on the move. So we would do it going forward, and then the changing in directions would change the way you were marching. So if I were to start forward, I would start going forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and now I'm facing this way, and if I'm still moving forward in this direction, I would begin crabbing. And kind of similar for the other direction changes, so you just kind of have to figure out what happens with your feet if I were to turn again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, I would end up backwards, and I would just be marching backwards until I were to turn again. And it goes through that whole cycle until you face the original north, just as if we were standing still, but it incorporates marching. That's pretty much it. We haven't played with the compass exercise, but we may in the future, so just be comfortable with that. That's kind of a weird one. If you have any questions, ask me or Trey or anyone else, but yeah, so cool.